11 o'clock at night. Just checked the last patient. I'm packing my things to get off work. Suddenly the office door was opened. Two men in white hazmat suits walked up to me. They told me there was a plague in the building, highly contagious. All personnel still in the building. Unified allocation of isolation is required. I looked at them doubtfully. It was fine just now. Why did the plague break out? I take out my phone. Open a group chat within the hospital. The last message above. It was sent by the dean 2 minutes ago. News about the closure of the building due to the plague. I was about to ask something, but found that the group chat had been banned by all. And just as I was about to call the dean, those two people actually took my phone directly. What to see that the current plague information cannot be leaked out. Otherwise, it will affect the reputation of the museum. I reached out to get my phone back, but found that they were incredibly strong. Just take my arm. I could barely move. They grabbed me, took me to the third floor of the hospital, in room R of the Category C ward. After locking me in the room, they left in a hurry. I'm the only one in this room, 3 more. There are 2 patients who originally lived here, and Yao Mao, the nurse at the hospital. See Yao Mao. So I went up and I asked what was going on. Yao Mao shook his head and said, I don't know. I just started work, patrolling on the 2nd floor. Suddenly 2 people came. What about the plague outbreak in the building? Then they brought me here to be quarantined. I'm in the same situation as you. Didn't even get a chance to call me. What kind of plague is it? So sudden. Here they are. An old voice came. It's the patient in bed, son. Who are they? Old man, do you know anything? Old man with trans eyes, seems to have dementia. The next second take a book from under the pillow. Don't break the rules. Don't break the rules. Take the book. It's a manual, funeral home employee workbook. Realized in 1995. Something from 20 years ago. Open manual. What comes into view is a dense list of rules. The first one is pretty standard. But wait until the last few. It made me feel really weird. If the above rules are violated, you will be deducted half a day's salary. If the following rules are violated, you will be deducted 10 years of life. Rule 1. No dead people in the funeral home. Anytime. Don't say anything about death to anyone. Rule 2. There are no living people in the funeral home. Never pretend to be a living person at any time. Rule 3. After 12 midnight, please do not speak alone anywhere. If you notice someone else talking to themselves, please stop now and confirm whether he is still human. If you can't stop it, please look for it immediately. The administrator in the red striped protective suit helps. Rule 4. After 12 midnight, if you walk through the corridors of a building, no matter what happens behind you, don't look back. Rule 5. After 12 midnight, don't look in the mirror in the toilet. Rule 6. Inside the funeral home, there is no administrator wearing a blue striped protective suit. If you meet, please don't talk to him. Don't believe anything he says. There should be 2 or 3 more rules going forward, but this manual seems to have been burned. I can't see what's going on. I was about to ask why. You are in this hospital. All these years of work. I see everything you say and do. That's why I said I won't hurt you. You can also get out of here safely. But I hope you can understand me. I see. So you were using them. Those resentments are still there after all these years. This is your fault, right? The old man walked up to me quickly. If I'm not mistaken, they could have entered the 6 realms of reincarnation. But you did it for your own personal gain. And forcibly stayed here. Oh, it seems you still don't understand. How can this be called self-interest? This is obviously righteousness. Eradicate these corrupt people for the world. What's wrong? And snatched the booklet from my hand. Did you ask them? Would they like to stay here? The corridor on the third floor is full of wailing. Do you dare to go up and take a walk by yourself? Why didn't I know it was the last policy? But if I am all so powerful, why should I hide myself? Stirring the wind in this ghost hell. Okay, you said you did all this to punish the bad guys. Who are you? But Yama also has the new nurse Yaozu. What did they do wrong again? Why should they suffer this catastrophe? Did you ever think about their families? Guys in their early arches disappeared overnight. How sad their loved ones must be. Have you ever thought about it? I didn't mean to hurt them. But they broke the rules. Even if I can leave, did I allow you to take my stuff? It is estimated that things are different. They're out of luck. Luck hum. You decide where others go at will. What's the difference between you and the people you hate? This is what you call righteousness. The curator looked at me. Seems disappointed. Well, I don't want to argue with you anymore. In a few hours. I'm a little confused about what I said. It will be done. You can leave at will. No one will stop you. I won't stop what you want to do in the meantime. But don't break those rules. The curator finished. Left the toilet, walked back to his office. I wanted to follow him, give the doll, but it's normal. My captive pasted, end it all. But there was a sudden movement in the toilet. A person rushed out in the third pit. This person I recognize is Yaozu. But why is he here? His mouth is full of fears. When he saw me, he immediately called out to Dr. Huang with excitement. You are here too. We are having a feast. Many elderly people with Alzheimer's disease. Would you like to come and have some? Look at Yaozu's appearance. If I'm not mistaken, the evil spirit that possessed him. That year because there was no food. In the end, I can only come to the toilet to find something to eat. How ironic. Oh, I won't eat it. You should eat less in the future. No, the next second will forget what you did the previous second. You will never eat it again. And I walked right up to the curator's office. Take out the prisoner that Renu gave me. I posted it without hesitation. Soon the gate emitted bursts of golden light. And then the curator waves. Wait until the sun stops. The hospital has resumed its normal appearance. But the people trapped inside never came back. After leaving the hospital. Oh man, you just pointed to this manual and said, I didn't go to the police, after all, even if this kind of thing is said. No one will believe. But because I'm the only one. The person who came out of that hospital. The police still found me through surveillance. They asked me a lot of questions. I wanted to be honest. But they just think I'm talking nonsense. Especially since I said 20 years ago. Don't violate. When the mayor pocketed donations, it seems that even after all these years, those people still exist. That being the case, I don't want to talk to them anymore. What did they ask me? I said I don't know. No evidence. Wait until the detention time is up. So they let me go. The old man seemed stunned. A long time later, the police are probing the building. But this kind of thing can be explained by science. No matter how hard you try, it will be in vain in the end. Fast forward 7 or 8 years. That hospital building is been abandoned. And I also found a new job. But it was abandoned. But I sometimes, then they stared at us and said it was them. Still see the news about that building. It's not that someone went on an expedition and disappeared. That's where some bodies were found. And then some of them became criminals, a place dedicated to dumping corpses. What happened in 1995, except maybe me? No one knows anymore. But even if someone else knew, so what? They're back again. Even now. There are also many people who use their power, eat human blood steam buns, for personal gain. This world. As long as there are people who will do anything for power and profit, this kind of thing can't go me. I'm just a doctor. My duty is to try my best to treat every patient, although I can't decide on a bottle of medicine. You're all going to die. The price of one surgery per visit. But I will try my best to build on this. Save money for patients. Maybe I should have had bigger ambitions. But in this world, as the curator said, no power, no power. In front of some people, it's just a toy played in the palm of your hand. Besides, my mission is not over yet. You all deserve to die. Someday in 2023, I met a woman online. The first time I met her, her face feels so familiar to me, but I just can't remember where I saw her. Until she told me, her name is Renu. I will never forget the name Renu for the rest of my life. The guy in the blue striped hazmat suit. That's the name. After the old man finished speaking, at first I thought it was just a coincidence. Until one day he told me he works at a funeral home, and me and one funeral home. I still didn't believe it was true at the time. Until I moved in with him. He would leave me a recording with a recorder every day. All of this, almost exactly what the guy in the hazmat suit said, but didn't I have the curator completely? In the next second, his face actually aged with the naked eye. Is it wiped out? Why do these things keep happening? And I heard the curator wailing. See with your own eyes the living of that old funeral home. Disappear in front of me. I just left there. Why did the curator lie to me? No, it should be a person who lied to me. He clearly told me. Just stick the talisman in front of the curator's office. In less than 2 seconds, it can be wiped out. Why not? Why would he lie to me? In search of the truth. After work from the hospital, and I went back into the building. Visible. It's just a long abandoned hospital building. Nothing out of the ordinary. I called Reno. His face gradually turned pale. Asked him to send me the location of their funeral home. When I received the address, the location was actually at my feet. But this is obviously an abandoned building. I want to call Renu to confirm, but the phone has no signal. Until nightfall. The scene in front of me suddenly changed. 2 men in white hazmat suits approached me. I just found out. It's not over yet. Fell to the ground and couldn't breathe. Hello, old man. What's your trouble? The kitten shouted and came forward to check the situation. Soon got the news of the old man's death. Dr. Huang, why did he suddenly stop saying that word? What do you remember from that manual? Those rules at the end. If the following rules are violated, you will be deducted 10 years of life. There are no dead people in the funeral home. Anytime. Don't say anything about death to anyone. Rule number 1: don't say anything with that word. He said it twice. You mean he broke the rules? Then he was stripped of 20 years of his life. This is ridiculous. Young man, I don't believe in this either. But here's the thing. But this is not a funeral home employee workbook. What does it have to do with us? I don't know either. I only know this hospital was a funeral home before it was established. But that was 10 years ago. Perhaps this old man was an employee of a funeral home. Perhaps these rules limit not just funeral home employees. Although I don't know if these rules are relevant to us, but I think in fully understanding it all, it's better not to violate it. Rules from a decade or two ago. Wow, that's pretty weird. No, I'm getting out of here. I looked at the rules in the manual and thought for a while. Don't panic, the rules that were burned later. Maybe there's a way out of here. Oh, can't you just go? I don't know, but I guess the two guys who brought us here won't let us go easily. What the hell is going on here? Is there a rule hidden in the old man's bed? Let's find. Don't look for all the manuals released in 1995. They were all burned down 10 years ago. This book in your hands must have been left by someone with a heart. A voice came from behind. It was an uncle who was originally lying in bed. As he spoke, he took a pack of cigarettes from under his pillow. After igniting, it smoked wearily. Out of professionalism, I subconsciously shouted hello. Smoking is not allowed in the hospital. The man took a deep breath of his cigarette, then slowly said, "My name is not hello. Just call me Lousy. You, don't you disdain to take care of the patients in our 4 types of wards? I've been smoking this for years. Why are you taking care of it now? The 4 types of wards are unique to our hospital. In this kind of ward, basically people who are very sick but don't have the money to treat them. This floor area is locked down most of the time. The dean wouldn't let me up either. I didn't expect it to look like this. This ward has nothing but 4 humble beds. There's no medical equipment. It doesn't even have an emergency call button. The only advantage is that it doesn't cost money. But then again, now is really not the time to think about these things. Senior, you seem to know a lot about the history of this manual. Do you know what's going on here? Or you can tell us. What's the burned rule behind this manual? Humph, so what if you know? I know and I won't tell you people. I don't have a few days to live anyway. It's not a loss to bring 2 pets. Uncle, we shouldn't have offended you, right? We are human beings. Why are you so malicious towards us? You are people. Hey, the one I despise the most in my life. It's you guys in white coats. Call yourself an angel in white. Save what for you? The truth is that there is no money. Not even beasts here. These 4 types of wards are our greatest humiliation. How can you say that? Dr. Wang Bing for the patient. Working overtime every day for free until 11 p.m. If not, he wouldn't be here now. How can you mirror us with money? Besides, these types of wards are provided free of charge. How can it be called humiliation? Okay, little devil. In our team, there are indeed many people who have been mentioned by their predecessors. We cannot deny. I listened to Yao Mao's words. Lao says that may seem to be a little different, but still with a hint of doubt. Senior, in fact, I don't know much about your current situation. These people who come to work in this hospital, too busy to take care of a lot of things. I don't know. These 4 types of wards are in a situation of being completely abandoned. I thought the dean established these 4 types of wards. We will take special care of you. I didn't expect it, Senior. I still have several surgeries to do this month. Even if you don't do it for me, for those who are waiting to be saved, tell me everything you know, okay? All this, let's make a deal. You tell me everything. After leaving here, I will apply for Medicaid for you. I will be solely responsible for your illness. Medicaid. You are so naive. You think we live here? Is it really for nothing? Your dean wasted a floor in vain. Raise a group of patients who have only a few days to live. And for what? Don't you understand? Lao, these words are like thunder. When I figure it all out, I feel so disappointed. If so, he probably won't help us. But if you really are what he says you are, it's not impossible to tell you this. You can definitely trust Dr. Huan's personality. All of us in the nursing department can testify. I can't help it. And I'll believe it one last time. You guys in white coats, right? After seeing that, Lao Zi lit a cigarette. Start talking about the past of this building. It all started 20 years ago, the year the manual was realized. I had just graduated, shortly after coming to work at this funeral home. There was a major earthquake. After the earthquake, thanks to the strength of this building, and farther from the earthquake center, all of us survived. To give back the blessing of God, our curator set up a makeshift aid station inside the museum. Except for burying the dead, all the people lost in the earthquake, you can live in a funeral home for free, and provide free food and water. The first act of kindness to the curator. The outside world is basically a voice of support. Many people have also donated to this. But it didn't last. Soon some bad noises came from outside. Some people say that it is unlucky to open a rescue station in a funeral home. Some people say the curator pocketed donations. The purpose of establishing a rescue station is to make money in a national disaster. They don't know that. It's the best food for the injured, and he himself. But secretly ate Ricky instant noodles and bread. Public opinion is out of control. But at this moment, a highly contagious plague broke out in the museum. The curator immediately took various protective measures. I was lucky to survive. But those who were infected with the plague were not spared. After this incident, negative comments from the outside world are bombarded. But the curator still maintains the attitude of those who are clean. No response. Then things took a turn for the better. Really embezzled donations. It's you temporarily transferred healthcare workers. You use a lot of donations. Bought some cheap, even fake drugs and medical devices. This resulted in countless injured people not receiving timely medical attention. Treated and died in the museum. The plague was also caused by too many deaths. The corpse was not cleaned up in time, which caused. Lao Zi said excitedly, I seem to have completely forgotten those rules. Look at the creasing wrinkles on his face. And gray hair. I quickly stopped. Don't say that word again. But Lao Zi doesn't care at all. Still talking to myself. Then the disaster caused by the earthquake was subdued. The aid station also closed, but the real nightmare has only just begun. Since then, funeral parlors do weird things. Every time after sharp midnight, there was always a weird cry coming from the toilets of the building. But there is no one in the toilet at all. Some colleagues are still in the hallway from time to time. Saw wearing a blue striped protective suit, a person who claims to be an administrator. But we asked the curator. He said there was no administrator position at all. He does a lot of things big and small by himself. At the time, we thought a colleague was playing tricks, so we discussed the next time we met this administrator. Peel off his skin. But since then, colleagues on me disappeared one after another. In the end, the curator was forced to do nothing. I just found a Taoist priest to check the feng shui of this building. I don't know. Original. This building has amassed thousands of ghosts. Because of resentment, often takes on a human form after sharp midnight. Take the living one by one. I remember that the priest was immediately frightened and wanted to leave. It was the curator who paid a fortune to keep him. The Taoist priest lived in the museum for a few days, wrote these rules, and asked the curator to create an administrator position. Make him wear a red striped protective suit. Patrol the building at night. With these rules, no one is missing from the funeral home. No more crying in the toilet. It's just that some people occasionally break the rules overnight, go ahead and come later. It's been a long time. Even if you break the rules, there will be no consequences. We thought the risks were gone. Until 10 years later. One day in 10 years, overnight, dozens of staff in the museum were inexplicably murdered. Only single digits are left alive. Their bodies are standing on the edge of the roof. Wait until the moment before dawn, for one by one, corpses are everywhere. Oh! The curator wanted to get rid of this completely. Find the Taoist priest again. But then he realized the priest went crazy 10 years ago. Some say he was possessed by a race. Some say he signed a contract with a spirit. Only these rules. Anime. All kinds of rhetoric. But except for this Taoist priest, no one dares to come to the funeral home again. Help us, curator, for our safety. This place can only be abandoned. Finish these words. Laozi is already too old to be human. It seems that he has a long lifespan. So what happened? Why was this place quickly rebuilt into a hospital? Then I don't know. All I know is that I got sick. Spend all your savings. I ended up in one of the 4 wards here, according to you. In fact, as long as we follow the rules, I can live here at dawn. Okay? That's not right. We are now locked up here because of the plague. When they had rules, there was no plague. Well, that's true. How did the plague come to an end? Dad, hey, don't be natural. It ended naturally. Laozi said that. The whole person almost collapsed. But I'm still alive. If the grass had known that it had so many lifespans, it would not have been mentioned. You fucking lied to me. I'm not actually sick at all, am I? I was speechless. After all, I have absolutely no idea about Laozi's condition. Never mind. Anyway, live again. It's pointless. Senior, you haven't told me yet. What about the last few years we burned? We're out of time. Director Section Chief. Archive. 3. Let's go. After seeing that, he swore directly. Dr. Huang. Looking at the 2 corpses on the bed, and for a moment, I had mixed feelings. After working in this hospital for so many years, this is the first time I've heard of the past of this building. We can't just sit back and wait. Go to room 4 to find the commissioner. But the door was locked. How do we get out? Yao Mao's voice has not yet fallen. The hour hand of the clock on the wall points exactly to 12 o'clock. The lock on the door also fell. Open the door. The two people who brought us here are no longer there. No light in the hallway. No one can be seen in the deep corridor. Room C is just ahead on the left. But I don't know why. A biting cold made me unable to move. Before leaving the room, I told the kitten again and again, don't violate the rules in the menu under any circumstances. Although deducting 3 years of life expectancy is not a big deal, but I'm afraid it's not just deducting lifespan. Open the door again. I don't know when there were more people in the originally empty corridor, standing by the window, muttering to himself. I'm so hungry, please give me something to eat. Hungry, hungry, hungry. Approaching. When I saw the man's face, the kitten exclaimed, isn't this the new Raozu in our nursing department? What's he doing here? And he looks a lot older. After 12 midnight, please do not speak alone anywhere. If you notice someone else talking to themselves, please stop now and confirm whether he is still human. Stop him now. With a shaking of Yao Mao, Yaozu has regained some sanity. See Yao Mao. Yaozu almost cried when he spoke. Brother Ma has a ghost. There are ghosts in this hospital. I'm leaving here. I'm done. I'm done. Hello Yok Suksui. You come down. The Huangong River area is full of wolf teeth. The Huangong River area is full of wolf tooth hair, brother. Come with me. Where are you going? The toilet heard that there are delicious food there. What is the matter with you? See the situation in front of you. I didn't feel right. Immediately give Yao Mao a look. Tell him not to respond to Yaozu's words again. If you don't go, wait to starve to death. Gone. Finish. Yaozu disappeared into the dark corridor. Dr. Wang. Don't you think this little zoo is weird? Gibberish. Not like a person at all. That's true. But are we just going to watch him like this? There is no way. It's a force we can't fight. Let's go to room C to find the curator first. If there's any other way out of here, we'll figure out a way to take him away. Okay, then we went to room C. But just took 2 steps. A woman's cry came from behind. Come on, people. Who will save my child? Who will save my child? The moment I heard the sound, I subconsciously tilted my head. But then I remembered the rules in the manual. After 12 midnight, if you walk through the corridors of a building, no matter what happens behind you, don't look back. Kitten, don't look back. No response. Yao Mao, are you there? Still no response from Yao Mao. The cries of the woman behind her still linger in the corridor. Until the crying stops. I just heard Yao Mao's voice. When you said that the child has a serious fever, come and have a look. A bad feeling came to my mind, and I looked behind me, and there was nobody there. It seems that Yao Mao can't hold back. Turned around. Doctor, please, save my son. I only have one son, please. I didn't listen. Keep going. Didn't take a few steps. I suddenly felt something hold me tightly. The cool breeze rises and falls by my ears. There seems to be something leaning on my shoulder to breathe, but I still haven't looked back. Just look straight ahead, struggling to move. I don't know how long it has been. I finally reached the door of room C. The moment you open the door, the sound of the corridor stopped abruptly. Shoulders are relieved. Walk into room C. The kitten didn't follow. It's pretty much doomed, I'm afraid. Until the door closes, the fear in my heart has dissipated a lot. But soon, there was a sense of despair. Because there is no curator Laozi mentioned in this room at all, not even an individual. If so, Do I really have to wait until everyone is dead to get out of here, just when I was at a loss? Yu Guangzong. A bright red caught my attention. There seems to be a note on bed's not for me. Walk in and see that note. The last rules of the manual are written in red pen. Rule 7. Funeral homes don't have a third floor. Please do not in any me. Trying to get to the third floor of the funeral home. If you accidentally enter the third floor, please find it immediately. The administrator in the red striped protective suit. He will tell you how to leave. Yuba. There were no paranormal events at the funeral home. Please don't spread it to the outside world. Anything related to the museum. U9. The funeral home does not allow outsiders to enter after sharp midnight. If an outsider is found in the museum after this time, please bring it to the curator's office immediately. Rule 10. Curators are kind. Please don't speak ill of the curator in the museum. If you encounter any problems, the curator can be found in the office on the second floor. He will help you solve it. The rules are completely over here. On the back of this note. And the words left by the person who wrote these rules. When you see the rules I wrote, please follow. And I can tell you why. But if you don't want to die or be stuck here for the rest of your life, just follow. Do it yourself. After reading the above rules, and I had this weird feeling. Lao Zi said that the curator is in room 4. According to the tidiness of the bed in this room, only one person lives here. Then this person can only be the curator. It was the curator who wrote these rules. After the curator wrote these rules, where did he go? I don't know. But you can go to the second floor to find the curator according to the rules, right? Find yourself. Is that right, or is it? The curator is just following the rules. Return to his office. So if someone goes to him at that time, won't break the rules, but now except for me and Yao Mao. Shouldn't anyone else know these rules? Unless it was an old employee of a funeral home. Think of this. My brain is already a mess. I always feel something is wrong. But I can't figure out what's wrong. Anyway, as long as you follow the rules, it must be right. If you have any problems, ask the curator. Yes, I have to go to the second floor to find the curator. To go to the second floor, you have to leave the third floor first. Gotta find the administrator in the red striped protective suit first. Thinking on me opening the door. And at the moment of opening the door, a woman suddenly pushed the door open. Woman sees me for a moment and then left in a hurry. I don't know why. Look in the direction she left, but no one is there. Could this be the resentment that Lao Zi mentioned? Damn. I don't want to stay in this place for a moment. We need to find the curator. Ask him how to get out of here. I'm going left into the hallway. The moment I walked into the hallway, a familiar strange feeling came from behind. And just then, a familiar voice came from behind Dr. Huang. Wait for me. Where did you go just now? I've been looking for you for a long time. It's not just Mao. I also clearly felt someone patting my shoulder. He's really back. I dare not look back. You can only ask. Is Yao Mao really you? Of course it's me. Dr. Wang doesn't believe you go back. See the response. I thought Yao Mao was really back. The next second, a familiar face came towards me. One is already a little old, but very familiar faces. Dr. Wang, I broke the rules. A lot of life has been deducted. You don't recognize me, do you? The man in front of him said. You are Yao Mao. Then behind me is Dr. Wang. Behind you are the resentments that Rousey mentioned. They absorb my lifespan, impersonating me, to lure you back. After hearing this, the little head behind him never made a sound again. Could it be that what he said is true? Look at the little head in front of you. So I thought about all the rules. I don't know yet if he's still human, but at least it's not against the rules to talk to him. Liao Mao, where have you been all this time? I've been in room 4 just now. Why don't you follow me? Because of that woman. I turned around. She sounded just like my late mother. I couldn't hold back. What about after this? But I don't regret it. If I don't look back or learn the truth about what happened to this building, neither will. Forget it. You better not know too much. What truth, Dr. Wang? I can't go. Now you're the only one left in the building. Only you can save them. If you see a guy in a blue striped hazmat suit, you must believe him, the kitten said, turning around into the darkness. Hey, where are you going? Speak clearly. I quickly followed. Soon a touch of white appeared not far me. But that's not Mao. It's a guy in a hazmat suit, blue stripe. The man approached me step by step. When you come up to me, a woman's voice came from inside the protective suit. You don't want anything. Don't say anything. Come with me. So much has happened so suddenly. I can't tell what to believe anymore. What not to believe. It doesn't seem to be against the rules to follow him. But why should I follow him? I didn't wait to figure it out. He took my hand directly. Go to the end of the corridor. Strange noises kept coming from the wall beside him along the way, but more the will. Give me something to eat. Give me something to eat. I beg you. I haven't eaten for 3 days. Who will save my child? Hungry, so hungry. Why can't you beasts do it? Ghosts won't let you go. Why? These ghosts. It should be what Rousey said. Those who died here because of the plague. But think about it. Something seems wrong. Where is it? While I was thinking, the man had pulled me to the toilet. Just before entering the toilet. And I stopped. After sharp midnight, don't look in the mirror in the toilet. I looked at that guy. I seemed to have figured out something. It turned out that he brought me here in such a hurry. To make me break the rules. I know what you're thinking, but no time. Come on in. Saying that, he actually dragged me into the toilet. The moment you find the mirror. I panicked. But a long time passed. My face didn't change at all. No signs of aging. Could it be that even if I am 3 years older, still so tender? Bing, listen to me. I am your future. No, it was still not right. Anyway, I'm your fiancé. My name is Ranu. You may not know me yet, but the future may know. The past has not changed. I know you've seen the rules. Here we go. Please believe what I'm going to say. The first 4 rules of the first rule are true. Must not violate. And the last 6 rules are fake. Don't believe it. In front of the mirror where you come to the toilet. Just to prove to you, you're number 5 and beyond, you may violate. And there are no side effects. Hear this. And if you think about it, that's true. If so, that can talk to the administrator in the blue striped protective suit. Talking doesn't work either, and I was just about to say something, but was immediately stopped by this person in front of me. But you still can't talk to me, because it will be discovered by the curator. Remember, curators are everywhere. You are an individual now. Don't talk to anyone wearing protective clothing. You need to hide until the curator is completely wiped out. Okay. I know you have a lot of questions right now. I'll answer you one by one. Secondly, since the last 6 rules are false, then you should have guessed the curator is not a nice guy, is he? Did you know about the earthquake 20 years ago? There were countless casualties. The funeral home has set up a temporary rescue station for this purpose. But it's a rescue station. It's just a way for them to get rich. Shortly after the rescue station was established, they started collecting donations in large quantities. But these donations, it's not going to reach the people who really need it, all in their own pockets. They were questioned at first, but public opinion was soon suppressed, even ushered in a reversal. They dumped the pot on the healthcare workers. Not only did they receive a large sum of money, stealing the reputation. Can you hear me? It must be, believe me. If you still have concerns. In the water tank in the fourth pit of the toilet, I hid a recording pen. The 2 years I lived with you, I will record a recording for you every day. Although that doesn't prove it to you, what I said above is true, but at least it proves that I'm really your. And number 3, I want to end this. You have to take the curator. Annihilate completely. I have a talisman here. It was given to me by Dostian. Just stick it in front of the curator's office. The evil in the dog can be completely eliminated. Ice is out of time. That's all I can tell you. I can't help you with what's next. You on your own. Reno finished speaking, like a deflated ball, dried to the ground. For a long time to come, I was in the bathroom. I think a lot. But I still don't know who to trust. Because in the empty tank in the fourth toilet, I didn't find the recording pen. The doll said. On one side is Laozi. On one side is Renu, who suddenly appeared, one that makes me trust the curator and follow the rules. The other guy doesn't. They have their own opinion. There is convincing evidence. There are also loopholes that contradict its words. From start to finish, since this plague outbreak was locked down here, I feel like I'm being led by the nose by something. Or rules. Or lousy. Now here comes another person who claims to be my. Oh! Maybe it's time for me to make a choice. Out of the toilet, in the deep corridor came bursts of mournful cries. Men, women and children. I slowly walked to the staircase, not for me, just about to step in. The scene in front of me turned into a wall. Reach out and touch. It was a solid wall. If you accidentally enter the third floor, please immediately find the administrator in the red striped protective suit. He will tell you how to leave. This is rule number 7. It seems that Renu lied to me again. I slowly step back. When the staircase reappears, a man in a white hazmat suit came up. It's red striped. What a coincidence. Renu told me not to talk to people in white protective suits. Said that would be discovered by the curator. But let me not. I have to see the curator. Ask everything. Hello, please tell me how to leave the third floor. The moment I opened my mouth, the man seemed to be taken aback, as if the moment I opened my mouth, he just saw me. After a while, and he said, "Come with me. It just so happens that the curator has been looking for you. Follow that guy." I went to the toilet again. He pointed to the fourth pit and let me go in. The moment you enter the door, the floor suddenly started shaking. Then, this toilet is slowly descending like an elevator. Wait until you descend to the second floor. A white-haired old man, standing upright in the toilet. It seems to have been waiting for me for a long time. You are finally here. You must be the curator. Yes, I already knew about it 20 years ago. You wait for me here. There should be something else you want to tell me. Did Laozi tell you? I know, but it's been so long. You must have heard some other rumors. Like 20 years ago, I pocketed donations, caused countless people to die in my funeral home. Yes, that's what I came to you for. I want to hear it. Or see if you want to justify. Or do you want to deal with me directly? Don't worry, I won't do anything to you. I'll send you back here safe and sound. What do you want to do during the period? I won't stop it either. But before doing, listen to me first. The thing I most regret 20 years ago is to set up a rescue station inside the funeral home. If not, this place won't be like this. The first day the rescue station was established, it's full of people, and also at this time, the mayor of Minden City found me. See my good deeds. The mayor said he would help me solicit donations from the nation. I didn't think about it that much at the time, since it is for the disaster victims. And I said yes, but how do I know? The donations they collected were not given to the disaster people or buying supplies for disaster victims. They put it in their pockets. The day the fundraiser ended, the mayor found me. He was carrying a suitcase of money, millions, distributed to me, and the temporary deployment of healthcare workers. Said there will be such good things in the future, will come to me. So you take the money. Why don't I accept it? The earthquake caused countless victims. The wounded were brought in batch after batch, without the money. Then I can only watch them die. But the money ran out. Many people did not receive timely assistance, died of illness and even starved to death in our funeral home. The mayor did this. Why don't you turn him in? Hey, do you think I haven't done it? It's just that the money he stole, enough to buy him out of any relationship. Under the law of money, what fairness and integrity? But it's all jokes. My tip didn't just sink into the sea. And they beat him up. That I pocketed the donations. Although things were finally cleared up, but here people starved to death, but never come back. That's it again. You only see what's good for you. How to call it beneficial to me? It's all my fault. The mistake I made. Kill person. Even if I die, it can make up for it. So what happened? There's a plague here. More and more people are losing their lives. Even turned into resentment and kill more people. This time, you shouldn't close here. To prevent the scourge of more people. Why did the funeral home continue to operate for 10 years? After the plague, a lot of people did die. But you know what I'm doing all this for? Just for today. This moment, I will send those who will do anything for money. Lure here one by one. Then kill the people. Dr. Wang.